Your skin more sensitive than animal skin. They be out in the streets. You in the streets?
Shut the fuck up. Okay? I like bubble baths. I didn't break out.
No, I'm nice, I know the truth, but don't nobody know it. I don't get no fucks, bitch, I'm gifted. I just want them blues like I'm Crip. Better watch your bitch around the bro, she gon' miss you. Married to that money, that's my only commitment. I don't get no fucks, bitch, I'm gifted. I just want them blues like I'm Crip. Better watch your bitch around the bro, she gon' miss you. Married to that money, that's my only commitment. I'm so gifted. Said that shit twice cause I'm minted.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Don't Do That Chat. We're gonna be talking about Forex and making money in the foreign exchange market. It's Dieter's Money, Mr. Bang Man. Welcome to another episode. We back, baby.
Hey, matey.
Darties, aka Tees.
I'm up. And today we have three special guests. First, coming all the way from the Bay Area, we have Monty. She was a special guest on last week's episode. She is a queen, and yes, she does Forex too. Desi. And we got a platinum card member, right?
Big
platinum
P's.
member, Big P's, coming all the way out from Hayward. We got my boy Now.
All right, we also gonna be playing Black Card Revoke. So we're gonna see who know the culture there. All right?
Yo,
we know they not. We know some people here in culture. I ain't gonna point no fingers. All right, let's get into the topic. First thing I'm gonna start off with. Now I started off with you actually now because you're a platinum member. What is Forex for the people who don't know?
Alright, so basically what Forex is, for nobody who doesn't know what it is basically you exchanging, buying and selling different currencies. So like an example would be like having the US dollar to the Japanese yen and trading between those two. That's what it basically is.
Okay, and how would you technically know when you're making a game? Like, what is like? How do you know when it's like when you trade? You say you're trading currencies,
Yeah.
correct? So how would you know like what currency? Is it certain currencies you buy, or is like?
So basically, it's basically like this. Like, say you and your friends took a trip out to to Europe real quick, right?
Okay.
So y'all went to Europe real quick, and then y'all bring $1,000 with y'all. Y'all have to exchange that over there because you can't use your US dollars over there, right? You exchange that, they'll give you a certain amount back. So it'd be like a 1-to-2 ratio. You feel me? So they'll give you 500 euros back. So you have 500 euros, you're about to go have your vacation, but they send you back like hey, you gotta go back. We can't have you right here. COVID-19, something like that, you feel me? So alright, it's good. You take that 500 euros and you take it over there to the exchange currency booth. There's one at every airport in the world. So you feel me? This is how you know it's done everywhere around the world. You feel me? So you go over there, you take that 500 euros and you exchange it. When you exchange it, the lady gives you back, or whoever it is, she gives you back $2,000. In your head, like, why'd you give me back $2,000, you know? So you go over there and you ask her just out of curiosity, but me, I would have took it.
Well, duh.
But out of curiosity, I'm just gonna ask, I'm like, hey, man, why'd you give me $2,000? Literally a couple of minutes ago, I gave you why'd you give me $2,000 when I gave you $1,000? She told me something. She said, well, within the time you were going back and forth, the exchange rate was from 1 to 2 and went up to 2 to 4. So that's why you would get $2,000. But instead of going back and forth, you do all that from your phone. Like that's why it's so, like it's a pivotal time for us because we get to do that from our phone now. You feel me? So that's why it's a real big thing that people need to hop on. You feel me?
No, that's a great explanation right there. I didn't understand that in that sense of it. When you put it down to me, that makes total sense like that.
Man, can we clap it up for the crystal clear? Hey, I'm not confused at all, bro.
Right.
Like, man, you go into these going to these presentations and shit, and you be sitting there like, bro, like, what the fuck is this nigga just talking about?
So the next thing will be here. That's so in this group of people, we have actually 4 people that do Forex and 3 people that don't. And I kind of just want to understand, like, it could be kind of a brief why you actually what made you pull the trigger and get into Forex, because it's been going on for years. You can kind of talk about when you got into it and why real quick. You can start with anybody that does the Forex.
For me, I heard about Forex a long time ago, and I heard it through Instagram. I seen some guy who was on Instagram. He was talking about trading with this team. He was like, "Oh man, I'm living the life. That's the first time I heard about it. Fast forward a couple of years later, I seen it on YouTube. Some British guy over there talking about what it was and everything. Like, he wasn't like pitching to me like, oh, you should come join my team, but he was explaining like, hey, this is what it is. So I got a better understanding of it. And then later on, my cousin ended up getting into it. She heard it from people that were at her college, and they put her on. And she ended up talking to me about it. And I was like, I need to hop on. I seen an opportunity, and ever since then, it's been beneficial.
Okay, I like it.
Shit, for me, it started off a little bit different. For me, I met him. We was smoking weed in the car. We chilling, and he was like, well, Whoop, you need to get on this Forex. You ain't working right now, you feel me? Because the pandemic had just hit. So he was just getting into it, and he was like, you're not working, you might as well figure out how to make some money while you're not working. So I took that in, not listening, you feel me? I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but it wasn't me, you feel me? So I just left that conversation where it was. A few weeks later, Marjani came for his first podcast, and he brought up Robinhood. And he told me about how he almost got 30,000 shares for $100. So that just triggered a light bulb in my head. Like, you feel me? Let me look this up. Like, you feel me? I'm trying to invest like this so I can make money in the future. I wasn't never really tripping off of money right now. I understand I gotta work to build to where I wanna go. So when he told me that, I looked up, like, you feel me, stocks and bonds. And while looking up stocks and bonds, I came across the foreign exchange market, which is Forex. You feel me? Exact same thing. So that's how, you feel me, I got into Forex.
Okay.
Looking into stocks and bonds.
Okay. One of you ladies, you wanna talk to me?
Yeah, so I was introduced to Forex was pretty much by someone who I used to like hang out with, work with, and he kind of just brought the opportunity to me as just kind of like something life-changing. You know, I really didn't understand too much about it. He kind of correlated it with stocks, but also explained to me the difference between the foreign exchange markets. So with that being said, he kind of just gave me an opportunity to experience the platform that he had to learn the tools necessary to actually know the foreign exchange market, which I thought was pretty cool because within the team, which is Wealth Club, that I am a part of, they kind of gave me tools to really study, grow myself, brand myself, kind of push myself to have a better mindset. I'm really thankful for this opportunity too, because it really allows you to view a lot of things differently as far as goals. Where do you really see yourself financially and things like that? And I just feel like with the point and period I was in my life, that was something that kind of just pushed me and motivated me. I already had these feelings of, I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. I want to be able to provide more. I want to be able to give other people around me opportunities, and I felt like that was the perfect time to kind of look into it myself. So that's what motivated me to start with Forex.
Okay. Last but not least, what about you, Mo?
So my situation was pretty much similar as David's.
You was smoking weed in the car?
Big chiller, baby.
No.
Get some money.
No, the virus had hit, and I was a travel agent, so I lost my job because no one was traveling. And it was just like a weird coincidence how it got presented to me. A friend who wasn't even into Forex, he presented it to me like, hey, I know somebody, because I've always talked about wanting to do stocks and stuff like that. He was like, hey, I know somebody who has this group and they do Forex, you should hit him up. So I hit him up, and he actually lived like 2 hours away from me. I was living in Phoenix and he lived in Tucson. So I drove all the way down to Tucson to this trade house. It was a group called Wi-Fi Checks. And I drove all the way down to Tucson, and they just gave me like the whole run around, the whole spill. And that's how I got into it after that, and just been going ever since.
Okay. So I mean, that's real interesting to see how you guys got into Forex.
And as you can see, we're all excited, which means there's money in it.
There's money in it. Y'all hear him, folks.
All right.
All right, we're gonna start our first round of Black Card Revoked. All right, and so the question is, guys, how long should a woman tolerate her man's unsuccessful rap career? A, till death do them part. B, till they have kids. C, till bill collectors start calling, or D, till he has a side baby?
A to this.
I say C.
First of all, we ain't married, so I'm not too dope doing our part, nothing. You ain't having no side baby on me. So what was the other one?
They talking about
So B
supporting
was till they
rap
had
career.
kids, and then C was till the bill collectors start calling.
Bill collectors.
Bill collectors, because that's how I know
You said C?
if you're broke. You feel me? If you can pay your bills or not, I gotta go. Other than
What
that,
about
yeah.
C?
I'm not standing around for no side
I didn't
babies.
even repeat the question.
Oh,
I was trying to stay out of it.
it's fine, bro. It's for the ladies. It's for the ladies. What's your
This
answer?
nigga dead.
I didn't even hear that shit.
Bill collectors, girl. The bill collectors, we gotta go.
I feel like y'all are trash.
All right, so the answer was all of them. So that's the first round.
Okay.
Go back and,
Right.
hey,
Shit.
we're gonna bring it back to Forex this round, right? So now, kind of, we'll give it to a highlight to us three who don't do Forex. So we can start off with my Johnny.
So, I mean, me looking at the Forex, my questions was, I mean, I'm not sure if y'all seen that Twitter video where it was just like, hey, bro, like, where the dude was, like, how Forex traders are. The dude was like, hey, bro, like, you gotta come do Forex, bro. Like, you gotta come do Forex, bro. It was just like, oh, shit, bro, how much money you make off it? It's like, oh, shit, my director made $600. How much money you make? Oh, this chick in my group chat, she made $200. But I was like, bro, like, how much, no, nigga, how much did you make? So, I mean, just me coming into it, I'm just curious, because myself, like, you guys already know, if you watch the 5 Financial Tips, I'm into the insurance business, you know, entrepreneur, personal finance strategist, as far as, like, how to help you guys money. And so, me coming into this world, I don't know shit about it. Like, I mean, this all sounds like risk, and I know now it gave a great description about, you know, how it works. And so my only question is, like, how long would it take for somebody to really just bust out the ranks to become noticeable? Like would it be one trade, or is it multiple trades?
It
Or
depends on you. Like
Depends on you.
how hard of a like
Exactly.
how hard are you gonna get into the material, learn the material? Because this material is like going, like, say if you would go to like another country, right, and you got to go make money over there, you got to learn the language before you make money over there. So if you hop in the market, you got to learn the market's language. If you don't, you won't be profitable. Just like you would be over in another country, not knowing how to speak another language, you won't be profitable.
Message.
And for one, and on top of that, don't think you're gonna get rich off $100.
Yeah. Don't think this is
you're gonna
get rich quick.
This is
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
not
get
to get rich. It's
Because
a
you want
rich-
to turn. Go ahead, brother. You do your thing.
Yeah, all I'm saying is don't think it's off $100 you're gonna get rich. You feel me? Like,
Right.
it's something you gotta build. You gotta, like, just like in a job, you feel me? You slowly build yourself up. Just same as in a market, you slowly build your money. You feel me? Once you become profitable, once you notice that you winning more trades than losing trades, you can up your lot size. You feel me? And slowly just increase your account. Don't try to make it an overnight thing. If you coming from my position, bro, nigga, get you a job, man. Stay working. You feel me? As many hustles as you could do, and just look at it as a hustle. You get what I'm saying? Don't look at
As
it
a
as
hustle.
a get rich quick scheme.
And I feel like why
That's
a lot
good
of people kind of preach it to a lot of people, like, get on it, because it is definitely an opportunity for you to make money. It's just like what he said about what you do with that opportunity. Some people do think it's a kind of a get rich quick, and it's not like that. You really have to invest your time, invest your, you know, anything you're doing, and it's really a good side hustle. Like, this platform just really shows you how to manage what you do every day, where you spend your time, you know, what you're doing with your money. It makes you really open your mind and thinking differently. So it's not for everybody. It's definitely not. It's not for people who are impatient. It's not for people who are not dedicated. It's not for people who are motivated. It's not for people who are watching somebody else's pockets. You know what I'm saying? It's something you want to do, and you have a vision of where you want to go with it, because it is a great opportunity. I can't stress that enough.
All right. So the question is,
This nigga looking at the answer.
Yeah, you a cheater, bro.
oh, yeah, okay,
It's like
damn.
this, like.
Nah, Dartise ain't in this round. He lost his card.
But I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what the question is.
So look, he out of this one,
We're
but
done.
answer the question. All right. This actress played the voice of Huey and Riley Freeman on Regina.
Regina King.
Shut the fuck up.
What you talking about?
Damo got it.
I said it.
Yeah, Damo got it.
Cause we all watch Boy Knocks nonstop.
Y'all didn't know, bro. Come on, that nigga was
Can I say something, bro? I have talked to my brother, try to get him into this opportunity, and I was like, hey, get into it. I even paid for him to get into it. You know, I really believed in him. he got into it, and like weeks going on, he didn't do nothing with it. And then I came to him, I was like, hey man, we made a good amount last night, da-da-da. He was like, well, what the heck, why didn't I make any? And I'm like, well, you gotta be plugged in, you feel me, you gotta get with it. And he tells me, well, I was with it on it last night, a whole hour. I told him in my head, I walked away, I was like, bro, I spend most of my day on this motherfucker, you feel me? What I'm doing is like, just this, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So like, this is not a get rich scheme, you feel me? Like, you're not gonna come in this thinking you're gonna, hit the lotto out of nowhere, you feel me? You gotta come in, put some dedication, some time, cause it took me some time to be profitable, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best trader out there, but like, I learned, I took my steps, you feel me? It's all, and bringing people into this, I try to like speed them up, you feel me? Yeah, it's my level.
That's why I want to kind of come in at, so off the reason why I haven't done Forex. So I've been knowing about Forex for a while. I actually have some friends that are like in Sniper Game, shout out Mike, you watching this, that when Dave doing Forex, he kind of told me about it. He was one of them people.
Sniper Game.
He was one of them people in Forex who, off the rip, he got into was all hitting for thousands, like paying his rent out in Tucson, and he was telling me about it. So I knew that person trader who's already making money from it. But the reason I haven't gotten into it because I have like, I'm not saying I have addictive personality, but once I'm into something, I'm really into it. But because of my career choice right now, I work in property management. I've been really focused on real estate, property, really about to get a real estate license. Already working on high-end property, so I'm focused on that revenue end of it, and then later on I want to get into stocks. So it's not that I wouldn't invest into the stock market or currency market, just that I'm so busy with other things. And I know Forex is a real business where you got to put hella time and dedication into. It's not something I can just look at and like, let me go put $100 here. I know it's something I got to study. So if I'm not ready to study, putting my hours in like I am in real estate and my other business endeavors to get passive income or like YouTube and stuff like that, that's why I haven't did it. So I agree with you. Like if you're not willing to put hours and time into it, you shouldn't do it. And that's also like why I haven't did it is because I know I'm putting hours into something else. But it's something I am going to look into later on.
Yeah, there was people that would come up to me like, hey, I want to get into it. I'm like, all right, how would you be able to like work this into your schedule? And they'll be like, oh, maybe I can do it sometimes. But I'm like, hey, man, like I wouldn't even want you to get in if you ain't even got the time for it, you feel me? Like if you will put some time aside for this, then we can talk. Right. But like if you ain't got time, like I would be doing you disservice. You feel me? Like trying to pay for something. Like it's not about that. It's about spreading the knowledge and that people get to know things about that we didn't get to know. Because only 3% of the world knows about this information. Or at least I think it's the white people. You feel me? Like
say it's probably less than us that know that information.
They know that information more than we do, and this is like things that I feel like they've been keeping away from us. So I feel like it's more about spreading it to people who don't know about this information, who would want to take this and harness it and just
people with your personality.
You feel me?
Check your personality. So if you have an addictive personality, why not get addicted to the market?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like addicted. I don't get addicted to other things. I'm addicted with success.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I mean by addicted personality. I'm really like hell bent on becoming as successful as possible. I'm not shooting for 6 figures. I'm shooting for, I was saying earlier today, 7, 8, 10 figures. And I feel like if I fall short, I'll just be a 6-figure dude. Which you know what I'm saying. And I don't see that as a big accomplishment because I feel like you got to shoot for the stars. So like 6 figures to me is a ceiling. If I can get past that into the sky, wherever that might be, the millions, that's what I'm going for. So. That's what I meant by addictive. Like I know that I'm trying to invest in things that can get me to that area of have multiple streams of income, including like stocks. I am thinking about stocks, reading about like Warren Buffett and other people like that. And currencies is a form of like stocks and trading and stuff like that. So they kind of all in like the same realm in a sense.
You in real estate?
Yeah, I work.
I do want to learn about real estate, bro. So I will ask you about that after this. You know,
Forex, real estate, come together.
I do really want to know about that.
Real estate are based off commission, ain't it?
Commission, sales, everything. Owning, you get cash flows. Like it's a lot of revenues when it comes to real estate or property management stuff like that.
Bonuses and shit.
Hey, I
I
appreciate y'all for answering my questions, bro.
What about you, Don? You got a reason why you haven't gotten into it yet?
I felt like I hadn't ran into the right person with the passionate sense, and like until I ran into y'all, I feel like they was able to like really put y'all really directed me on the shit. I was able to believe in y'all in a sense, like y'all showed. I needed to see somebody that said they had liquid money. Nobody was able to say that till y'all, you know what I'm saying? They said I was able to take money out, whoop. I'm like, okay, that shit sound like something I can believe. That sound believable. Sound like something I get behind. And you feel me? Y'all just been kind of coaching me.
Pick the correct answer, right? Answer the question. It's a phrase meaning to do things for popularity. A, bag chasing. B, gold digging. C, homie hopping. D, clout chasing.
Wait, what was the question? I'm confused.
It's a phrase meaning to do things for popularity.
Cloud
Oh,
Yeah, everybody got a point. There you go. Everybody got a free point. I'm not giving nobody shit.
we can ask questions. I appreciate
That's perfect. That's a elaborate on that because other side, I know we talked about earlier too. Like some people think or view this as kind of like a Ponzi scheme or like a get rich scheme, stuff like that. Can you how do y'all feel about when y'all hear people say Forex is just a Ponzi scheme? It's not. It's a scam.
Whoa.
I feel like they scared to make some money.
What is? Oh,
Yeah, I feel like you're just scared. You're ignorant. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. So the first thing you're gonna think, oh, this is fucking dumb. No, you're just ignorant to what it is.
But I mean,
I
that's
would
justified.
say-
That's just.
I would
that's
say
life.
be
just
like
don't
me,
know.
bro.
You just don't know.
Yeah,
You just don't
I would
know.
say be like me, bro. Like when he told me what it was, you feel me? I didn't. Okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
I went home, you feel me? Spent hella time on Google, bro, just researching stocks and bonds, bro, and figuring out like this legit. You feel me? Like this shit real, bro. And that's me.
Also, I feel like you came and told me the pros and the cons. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
You know,
for sure.
there's
You
gonna be
know,
pros and
you
cons.
know, I'm a
and
realist. I ain't,
so,
you know, for sure. That's why I got into it because I actually spent a day or two on nothing but just reading literally about Forex and seeing if it was legit or not.
Can I say something, bro? So when you go to the bank, you feel me? Oh, actually, if y'all didn't know, your banks trade. You feel me?
They're trading your money.
Banks trade your money. You
That's how
feel
they
me?
make their money.
So
And
when you
interest.
go to the bank, you sign up. You feel me? They're gonna give you this fat packet, and none of y'all read that packet in your life. I know that.
Right.
But in that packet, it says, "Hey, buddy, we finna take your money. We gonna go trade with it while it's in there." And you ain't gonna know because you know, so it's gonna be there. You're gonna be able to use it and everything. But within that packet, they say, "Hey, we're gonna go trade with your money." So you think it's a scam or
Making a
not? But
percentage off
the
of
rich
money
is
in
getting
your
richer.
account.
That part.
I feel like why, like a lot of people think Forex is a scheme is because they tie in the MLM, which a lot of people are in, with Forex, and they're two separate things. Like you don't have to join an MLM to become a Forex trader. That's the route that a lot of people take. That's how I got into it. I personally don't do it anymore because it's just not for me. But you can be a profitable trader by yourself. You don't need to join an MLM.
I like
Yep.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
I didn't know.
Yep.
That's
She got a
what-
point. She got a point. She
That's a
has
big
a
thing.
point for sure.
And-
Because shout out to the people that I follow on Instagram. They aren't part of no MLM, and they are the most profitable traders that I know. You feel me?
But I just
side
wanted
note-
to say, I just wanted to say, like, you know, not in the defense of an MLM, but if you're sitting here throwing everything at MLM, bro, you don't understand the world of business. Like, essentially, everything is an MLM
That's
because
what
somebody's getting paid.
That's
I
exactly
don't
Somebody
know.
else is paying
For
somebody
people who
else.
don't know what an MLM, what is it?
So-
What's the rule? What's the MLM?
So basically, what is the MLM? Like, what does it stand for?
But it's like-
It's like
Yeah,
multi-level.
yeah. Yep.
Oh, multi-level marketing. So basically, the structure is as far as like it's a pyramid. There's a person at the top who makes all the money, and it's a trickle-down effect as far as like this person pays this person, and then they pay the rest of the company. So that's what the MLM is. So your job is an MLM because you say you work at fucking
got a
Safeway.
boss.
Yeah, you have a boss, and there's somebody
They have
owns
a
Safeway.
boss.
There's multiple owners of Safeway probably, and they make all the money, and of course they have to use that money to pay the workforce and to go into profit. So basically, it's a trickle-down thing. So if you're saying everything's an MLM, bro, just eat a dick and die. Okay.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Side
We
note
don't
on
have-
that,
we don't
I
have-
feel like anybody in Forex that becomes good enough to become a teacher in it, I feel like why not join an MLM scheme? Because it's a way to make residual money. If you're good at what you're doing, why not help other people and get paid for it?
Exactly.
If you just want to be a trader, then just trade. You feel me? But if you notice that you're winning, why not make side money? Why limit your money? You get what I'm saying? Like, always think about growing. You feel me?
Right. And I found that the benefit of kind of being on a platform like that is that you do have mentors. You have a lot of people around you that are pushing you to be better. They're pushing you. They're giving you information you need every day to be a better trader. You know, depending on what type of platform you are a part of, you have people who are dedicated. What do I need to do to get you to the next level? You know, I have people who are really pushing me. I feel like you become a part of a culture that it's very beneficial. It just makes you really think differently. Like, people are so willing to help you, and you wouldn't even think that. But sometimes it's just best to put yourself in those rooms, in those positions, in those situations, just to see what happens, because Very beneficial.
What is another thing, bro? Is for anybody who's thinking about joining, and who wants to just do it by themselves, 95% of retail traders fail and blow their accounts. So if you're thinking about trying to get in and just trying to like, oh, I don't need nobody, I'm gonna go learn off of YouTube. It's on YouTube for a reason. It's free for a reason. You feel me? The game is sold, not told.
And also, I go off of that. So kind of get off of like, if you really want to master something, I feel like you need to be around people that have done it before. So I don't care. You can read a million books on real estate, but you don't know if you haven't seen somebody that done real estate or how they do it, you will never fully understand it. So like me, I work in property management. I want to own my own property soon, and the reason I'm going up the scale is because I'm learning everything about building at a higher level, and I'm getting game taught to me by owners, by directors, by regional managers at different levels. So they teach me budgets and stuff like that, which I wouldn't really fully understand until I got into that level. So that's why I think it is more important to go into like a, was it MLM?
It's a mentorship.
Yeah, it's a mentorship.
It don't have to be a thing, because you could go straight up to someone and they have a course for $2,000. You feel me? It'll be $2,000 and they just teach you straight up, one-on-one. You don't have nobody else and you just learn how to trade, you know, on a one-on-one basis. You feel me? But then you have other type of mentorships where they have a whole team and we all like have different group chats where they send signals, you know. They have that inside one-on-one mentorships, but you have teams where you all work together, help each other, you feel me, grow. And not only that, you do make residual off of that MLM.
Okay, let's get into the next round.
Weekly checks,
Yeah,
getting that shit weekly.
Exactly.
All right, let's get in this black card revoked, because you know I'm taking everybody's black card today.
You don't know what it means to struggle if you've never A, used socks to stop a tub, B, used sheets for curtains, C, used dish soap as bubble bath, and D, had to turn your underwear inside out to wear them the next day.
Oh, nah, you just dirty. That was a grimy ass.
That was grimy as fuck.
And struggle. You just chose to be hella grimy, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna say
You don't
the
know what it
struggle
means to
is
struggle if you've
It gotta be
never...
underwear, but
I'll say
What the hell? You just grimy. You just grimy. I know all that.
Hey, Dave, bring you in on Friday. I wear them. I wear them on Saturday.
He was like, oh, what is this?
Let me explain myself. I said, D, this is why.
You turned your drawers inside
No,
out?
that part of it, but
Wait,
no, when we was, no, listen, let me explain.
Yeah, you turned your drawers inside out.
No, I didn't do that. But when we were struggling, we had to wash those. You had to wash your underwear with. I used to wash my underwear with soap when we didn't have no dish bread.
Okay, so what does that mean? Did you turn your
I
inside
didn't turn them inside out, but I used
So
to
it don't
wash them.
count.
So,
then.
yeah,
Shut
that
up.
doesn't count.
But it's like underwear struggle.
So I would say C, use dish soap as bubble bath. I done did that before a few times because bitches love bubble baths.
I don't want to go that. I just put water on. I'm putting no dish soap in there.
I mean, yeah, but that's not on there.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean like flipping this side out.
See, that's how y'all be getting off topic. Y'all be talking about shit that ain't even
I
on
don't
the
really
topic.
think about playing football with Ortiz. He was just.
What? You bringing your drawers out?
No.
I'm confused.
Mine was used curtains.
That's
Oh, use
Yeah, I
curtains
thought everybody
for
did
what?
Oh, I did that.
You don't use curtains.
Oh.
I did that.
Basically,
You know us,
That's actually
just
a
had a
struggle.
little.
I never use dish soap. I mean, yeah.
no, we never use no dish soap. That's what we use.
I always have
Nobody want to
Once the
bowl
sun
bag
hit
that
that
bad.
shit, just.
The only time I use dish soap is washing.
Okay.
Wash
Damn.
your
If you ever
Yeah, wash
use
your
dish
hands,
soap
that's
as bubble bath, drop a
No, you the only one you buy
Drop
yourself.
it.
You buy
drop
yourself.
a in the comments.
soap is bubble
You
bath.
use
You
dish
gonna
soap
get
as
a
bubble
bar of
bath.
soap, my guy?
Man, if you don't
For 15 cents.
trash, hell no. They can wash ducks with the Dawn soap. They use those to wash the ducks with the oil. And
So you agree that women are birds?
fuck you. Fuck you.
Shit, I got
If it can fucking wash off if it can touch an animal skin without irritation, it should be fine.
They
I
skin
should be
way
cool.
stronger than ours.
Your skin more sensitive than animal skin. They be out in the streets. You in streets?
I like bubble baths. I didn't break out. I got experts.
Why you look like it?
Okay, this one
I was
says,
actually going to answer.
I be in the
this
street.
one says,
I
what's
appreciate
the
your
one
reference.
I have a
thing?
1 bedroom. Excuse me.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Don't Do That Chat. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time,
What?
don't do that.
Hey, don't do
Man,
that.
man. We keep telling y'all, do not do it. See this as something you can do while working. So don't stop working till y'all get.
Oh yeah,
Feel
definitely.
me till you really got cheese, bro.
So